Vlogmas everyone. So today I'm going to be making some Christmas jam. A few of you asked for some of our recipes. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this Christmas jam. It is a delicious treat that also doubles as a great little gift that you can give. I'm excited to share this with you. So before we get started, there's some things you need. You'll need jars and make sure they're sanitized. And then you're gonna need your ingredients. Now I already have my jars soaking right now, sanitizing, and then I'm actually gonna boil them in my canning equipment that I have over here to make sure that they are super clean. What you're going to need besides that is you need 20 ounces of frozen strawberries, a pound of cranberries. Now cranberries actually come in 12-ounce packages, so you'll have to get two just to even it out. You're gonna need 2 packages of the liquid pectin, 5 pounds of sugar, and I like to put some spices in mine just to really give it that holiday flavor, what I feel is. Because usually it just calls for cinnamon and maybe a little bit of something else, but I use cinnamon, nutmeg, brown cloves, and allspice. I don't know why I forgot allspice, but okay, so all of those things I'm gonna be putting into this. And before we actually get started, I'm gonna need to get out our blender, or you can use a food processor because we have to chop this all up and then we're gonna cook it here on the stove. But before we get started, if you take a minute and just hit that thumbs up button for us, we would really appreciate it. And if you haven't done so, make sure you hit the subscribe button because we have lots of videos, not just about this kind of stuff, but also plenty about Disney. That's actually our focus. So welcome to our channel, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, so I'm using my Ninja food processor. You can use whatever food processor you have or blender, but you're going to chop this up to the consistency that you want it for your jam. Some people like their jam to have bigger chunks. Some like it to be very like pureed. So that is your call. I'm gonna just see how, I'm just gonna watch and see what I wanna do. Now, this probably won't all fit in there, so you're gonna do it in like batches. Also earlier, I said 20 ounces of frozen strawberries. You actually need 40 ounces or 2 20-ounce packages. This is a 48 ounce, so I am just going to need scissors. I'm just gonna estimate my difference here, taking out a little bit of that. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna pour some of my strawberries in here. Whoops. Hi, Winston. This is not for you. Sorry, buddy. All right, so I'm gonna put in, we'll see what will fit in here. I don't think a lot of it is going to fit right now, so we're just going to pulse this and see if I can break it down before I add a little bit more. It's pretty loud though, so. What are you doing, buddy? Snap that into place. I'm gonna chop it first. Okay, so this consistency is perfect for me. If you want it chopped more, you make that decision because this is your jam that you're making. So now what I'm gonna do is actually pour this into, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start pouring this in there. All right, let's go ahead and get all that out of there. All right, we have all of our cranberries and strawberries in here. Next, we need to add our 5 pounds of sugar. Get that in there. It's a lot of sugar. Okay, mix up your sugar Ooh, hard to do with one hand. Mix this up, and we need to bring it to a boil. Now I'm ready to measure out my spices. So I have my measuring spoons. I need something to level off our ingredients. I'm just gonna put them in a little bowl, and then that way I can dump it into our fruit and sugar mixture that's cooking over there. So I'm gonna use 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Just put this back in there. I just love giving it that extra bit of cinnamon flavor. It's so good. All right, so 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Next, I'm going to add some nutmeg. I'm going to use 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. We're going to use some clove. Once again, that's going to be 1/4 of a teaspoon of cloves. And then some ground allspice. And we're gonna add 1/4 of a teaspoon. So we're gonna add this right in to our jam. It's gonna smell so good in here. It smells delicious. Okay, time to add this. Just sprinkle it around. And we're gonna mix this in. This needs to come to a boil for 2 minutes, and then we can start putting it in our jars. All right, your jam needs to boil for 1 to 2 minutes, and then we're gonna add in the pectin. Also, we're gonna cool this and skim off the top. Look how good. Okay, we boiled this for 2 minutes, and now what we need to do is add in the pectin. We're gonna remove the heat, turn that off, and add 2 packets of liquid pectin. Okay, we need to skim off the top, so we're gonna do that. All right, our jam is cooked. Now it's just time to put them in the jars, and then I will cold pack them so they will be sealed and ready to go. So I have my little jars sanitized, my little funnel, so I can put that in there. I wanna leave 1/4 of an inch from the top, so I'll do that. I'm gonna use my cute little ladle. This is my, I'm gonna show this to you. This is my sea serpent ladle, and he's my favorite because I think he's super cute. I bought one for myself and one for my dad, who's no longer with us, but it was just our funny thing. He loved, I don't know if any of you remember Cecil and Beanie, and that was about a sea monster. So it was just our little inside joke. So I love my little ladle here. I'm gonna go ahead and just ladle it right into the jars. And just keep filling this up so I can next do the next step. Seems like 1 scoop works pretty well. Just filling up my jars. So someone had asked me, what's the difference between Christmas jam and regular jam? Well, it has strawberries and cranberries in it. So the cranberries and then the spices, I think, is what gives it the Christmas characteristics, I guess I want to say. You could have this any time of year, but it is definitely something when you have it, it makes you think of Christmas because of the flavors. And the only time I make it is Christmas. So that's why I think it's called Christmas jam. But you know, it has this beautiful red color to it, And oh, the fragrance, oh my goodness. I wish we had smell-o-vision because it smells so good. This made quite a bit. Usually I do a double batch and I only use the tiny jars, but I was out of the tiny jars and I couldn't find them in the store, and I didn't want to drive the whole way into the city to get more. So I'm using what I have here. Some people are getting bigger jars and some are getting little jars. My jars are all filled, ready to go. So next I'm going to put the lids on them, and we're going to get them into the cold packer so we can seal them up and then prepare to give them to our friends and family. All right, let's put them in the cold packer. Turn up the heat. These are going to seal in about 15 minutes. So then they'll be finished. I'll let them sit out. All right, everyone, the Christmas jam is done. I hope you enjoyed watching me make the Christmas jam. Comment down below if you've ever heard of it or ever have it, or if there's something homemade that you like to make to share with your friends and family for Christmas. Thanks again for watching, guys. Happy Vlogmas. Bye.